Hi, my love. Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be your birthday reading. So happy birthday to you. Have a candle lit here to symbolize the birthday. I have the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to be using Angel Gods and Goddesses. And I'm also going to be pulling from the Chakra reading cards for you. Let me just clear off my stuff. Okay. I have so much stuff on this table. Sorry. All right. So for the birthday reading, we're just going to focus on the energies of you. Let me get my spread out. The energies of who you are, how you are. Here we go. Okay. So let's start off with you. Hopefully I could, there we go. You and your soul, your energy this birth year. Now keep in mind, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but birthdays are your literal new year. Okay, so we have the new year, the typical new year where everybody celebrates, but we also have a new year with our birth, and your birthday is it's that starting point of that. So we're looking into this year ahead as this new energy of your age. Okay, so we pulled the family card for you and your soul, which tells me that there's a big connection with family. Family is very important to you at this time. They're always important to you, but I feel like right now, for the most part, family is playing a big role. We have Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. Now, this coming up side by side, the family card, is telling me that you've always been there for everybody else. You've always been the matriarch. You've always been the person that holds it down for everyone. You hold space for people. You will help people. But what we're seeing here is it's time for you to take you seriously. Okay? And I feel like family members are already telling you the same thing, that they're already letting you know it is okay for you to put yourself first. It's okay for you to do what you need to do, even if it means canceling on us, or if it means not being able to be present for the family gatherings, that kind of thing. The tarot cards are showing, it's funny because I was just talking about counseling on family matters and stuff. The Ten of Pentacles is like community or like a gathering with the family. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing there. It's like you've always been a part of it, right? But sometimes if you need if you need to distance yourself from the same old, you're needing a new routine, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. New routines. The Death card coming up is telling me needing to close one door and opening a new path. It's time for you to take part in activities or projects or things that have always interested you, but you've never had the time to do so for yourself because you're always doing things for everyone else. And then we have the Nine of Cups. It pretty much shows you are in order. Energetically, you're ready for a change, a transition. Energetically, you got everything good going for you. Okay, you're in a good place emotion-wise, like all of the above. You have a major support system energetically. But I feel like it's time now that you start paying attention to yourself. And it's funny because the fear card that came up is the Hermit. Okay, and that is fear of solo time, fear of being alone, fear of being by yourself and, doing things for you, but maybe you're not always going to be available to everybody else. So that might be a big fear for you. Maybe you don't like the idea of not being useful or being there for people, and doing yourself, doing you, and being more independent in that way might be scary for you. But this is the year we're going to challenge that, okay? So that's what's popping up for you with your soul, you right now. So let's pull the cards on your heart. So your heart chakra and how you love, okay? Your relationships with the people that you love, how you love yourself. What's popping up here for you? What are your heart desires? We have truth. I love it. Truth and balance, seeking the truth, honest, answering the call for your own truth. To me, this is, you're not lying to yourself anymore. You know, when you hear the call that you need to be present for you, it's your inner truth calling. Always being present for other people and being there for your family and whatnot, that's part of your life. That's part of, you know, who you are. But your inner truth is calling, and it's pretty much saying there's a need for you to answer to you now. What are you needing in life versus everybody else? Everyone else is living and doing their own thing, but it's your turn. So we pulled the angel of manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. It's almost like they're saying you have freedom. You have done the things you needed to do in your life so far. You have, you know, been working so hard at all of that. It's now time for play. That's almost what I'm hearing Spirit say. The other thing I'm saying with the truth card, and the fact that they're both blue, which is throat chakra energy, that's like communication with self. But the fact that the truth card is coming up is telling me you're no more needing to lie to yourself. It's like, let's give you what you need. What are you hungry for? We have the King of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So you've always been at odds with yourself when it comes to feeding your soul and kind of doing things that you want to do. You've probably been in arguments with people who have told you, you know, it's time that you do what you need to do and this and that. No, I want to be there for so-and-so. We have the King of Cups. I don't know what your marital status is, if you're married or if you're in a relationship or if you're not, but King of Cups energy can kind of be, maybe people are pushing you. Maybe people are pushing you to date again. Maybe people are pushing you to, or if you are in a relationship, this could be combating with your loved one. So this could be, you know, a sign for needing to take some time off for one another, learning to fall in love again, that kind of thing. But if you're not in a relationship, then maybe you have people who are telling you, when are you going to kind of like go outside of your boundaries, your comfort zones, and discover what else is out there? When are you going to feed your soul and your heart's desires for love? So that's kind of how I'm seeing that. King of Cups energy is someone who's very patient and communicative. This is someone who has they don't have like a lot of expectations to fulfill. They are just very simple people, okay? And that's kind of like the energy that I'm seeing that you need right now, is to surround yourself with individuals who are like that. The Two of Wands also, when it comes to matters of your heart and your desires, is also telling me that you are now starting to question what is it that you want more of in your life. Maybe, you know, everyone's kind of growing up and they're moving on and they're doing their own thing, and you're left with, well, now what do I want to do? You know, how am I going to spend my free time? So I'm seeing that too. So there's those questions are popping up here, and I feel like that's what's going to keep furthering developing this new year for you. Next, we have positive, your strengths. So these are your inner strengths. Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. That to me is your strength to see the silver lining in nasty situations. You've always been the strength in the family dynamic. When stuff gets tough, you've always been the voice of reason. Let's see what else pops up. We have personal power. You lift up others. You strengthen people's when they're feeling down and doubtful about themselves. You know how to talk to people, how to talk to your family members, your loved ones, and kind of be that cheerleader. You cheer them on. You've always been the person to see the good in everybody. You always see, like I said, the silver lining to every situation that otherwise may be negative, okay? And I feel like sometimes people can take advantage of that too. We have the King of Cups again. So that could be like I said, relationship. We have the King of Swords. Maybe you have, you know, 2 sons. Maybe you have 2 sons, or there's just like really strong male, or 1 son and a husband. One like strong male energies around you, and you've always been like that voice of reason. You've always been that person that can calm down the situations, because the 4 of Swords is someone who can be at peace when shit hits the fan, basically. So I feel like you've always been like, that's a strength for you. You can calm otherwise stressful situations. I also see this as the mind and the heart, okay? The mind being the swords, the heart being the cup suit. So you always have a sense of reason. I feel like Spirit is saying like you are very balanced. You don't like to pick favorites with people, or you don't overuse your mind versus your heart. Like you always seem to have a sense of balance between the two. And that's a big strength for you. You're also, Spirit is saying, you're also very patient. You're a very patient individual. In otherwise upsetting situations. The Fear card coming up is the family card, you know, the happiness, the rainbow at the end. So a strength for you is you always want to be the pillar in the family dynamic, getting everybody to be along, having everyone get along. You know, you might be the person that's always initiating, you know, why don't you guys come over for dinner, or let's have a barbecue, or whatever it is that you guys do. You're kind of like that glue that keeps everybody together. Let's look at the negative, or your lessons to learn this year, this new year. Your lessons to learn. So we have nurturing. Interesting. Let's see what the Angels card says. Nurturing, though. A lesson to learn. This might be needing to lay off being too motherly. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being motherly and nurturing, but there is something wrong if you are, you know, not allowing your children or your grandchildren or your friends or whoever, however we're reading this. Oh, this one was flipped over. Interesting. Okay, let's read that. Being overbearing. Okay. Goddess of sacred power, you are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation, being the bigger person, leading by example, allowing other people to make their mistakes. That's your lesson this year. Allowing other people to make their mistakes. It may be hard for you because you may always want to protect the people you love and care for, but at the same time, they're not evolving. They're not learning lessons themselves if they're not making mistakes. And sometimes we have to let them make mistakes. The Empress, which is mother energy. So you have a lot of mother love, mother nurturing energy. We have the 5 of Pentacles and we have the Lovers. So you are definitely a strong point in your family dynamics, in your relationships. You love hard. You care hard. But at the same time, it's hard for you to see people struggle. You always want to take them in. You always want to help them get through their hard parts. But a big lesson this year I'm seeing is you're going to need to allow them to make mistakes. And then you can be there to help them pick up their pieces, but allow them to make their mistakes, because if you don't, they're never going to learn, okay? They're never going to learn. Okay, next we have Head, what you show to the world. This is what you show to the world this year. Angel of Diet and Nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. So what you are showing to the world, is this a goal? Is this a change in lifestyle that you are trying to embrace more of? Is that what you're teaching the world? Is that what you're leading by example for? Maybe this is the year that you start to get a little bit more healthy with your decisions of eating. Okay? Let's see the chakra card that comes through. Forgiveness. I feel like this is for self. This is a self-love thing. Forgiving yourself for maybe some of the, negative choices you made with the diet and nutrition. Forgiving yourself for being hard on yourself with your body image. Maybe this is you loving yourself more for who you are. You're still going to make healthy decisions with eating, but at the same time, you're learning to forgive yourself and just loving who you are in the body you're in. And I actually resonate with this because that's what I'm learning to do right now. We can always be striving to diet and to lose weight or to, be healthier or change our eating habits. But we also have to learn to love ourselves in the version of ourselves that we are presently in. So that is most likely going to be something that you're going to be showing the world, that you're going to be changing your outlook on yourself, and other people are going to notice it, and you may actually inspire other people to do the same. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You're going to be definitely words of wisdom in this next coming year. You're going to have a lot to say to other people, leading by example, a lot of communication one-on-one with people. So obviously you're still going to be that person, that pillar, that rock in people's lives, giving them advice. But you're also going to be seeing yourself kind of wanting to avoid old habits. And I feel like that's what you're going to show the world, that you're going to start breaking old habits, making wiser choices with your eating and exercise and all of that, changing your old routines, but also learning to self-love. And I feel like when you get to that point of loving yourself, other people are going to notice that about you, and it's going to spark like a domino effect, a positive one. And you may be, helping other people along with their own health paths too. Now we have energy, what to manifest this year. What should you be manifesting this new year? God of conflict resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from a current conflict. What to manifest this year? Let go of old issues. Let go of things that hold you back. Let go of negative thinking. Let go of anything that is conflict in your life right now. And it's like, start forgiving more. That one wanted to come out. Psychic development. Manifesting more of your psychic development, manifesting more of like really tapping in and listening to your intuition, trusting your intuition. Maybe it's trusting your intuition in dealing with these conflict situations, having a new approach when someone, steps on your, they step on your toes, right? And they kind of piss you off, rather than like having a typical outburst or however you would handle the situation. Maybe it's you're learning new ways to deal with that. New ways to deal with stress. Yep. Oh, wow. 5 of Wands and 5 of Swords is all conflict. Not paying attention to the gossip going on in the family, the friendship circles, not dealing with all of this stuff. Learning to walk away from the conflict, okay? Same thing with the Page of Swords. If it's none of your business, I'm not going to deal with it. If it doesn't have to do with me, I'm going to walk away. Page of Swords needs to learn to not open their mouths when they don't need to. And maybe that's a lesson for you, is to not have an opinion if it doesn't concern you. Simply let it be. Let them learn their lessons and walk away. That's kind of how I'm feeling with that. It might be difficult for you, but that's something that you need to learn to manifest more peace, and like a lot of manifesting more peace in your new year. And lastly, we have the wish, your future outlook. So the future outlook of this new year for you. Ooh, flexibility. I love it. Flexibility is kind of telling me making time for the things that you want to do in life. And I think that goes hand in hand too with you always being like the glue to relationship dynamics in your life. You're always there for everyone else. You're always helping people with their problems. It's kind of like you need to learn to be more flexible for yourself with your own time. And another one is Goddess of Awakening. This is the wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. So again, taking on projects and things, take a class, do something for you this year. Also, if you're not in a relationship, is this the year that you open yourself up to dating? Okay? If you are in a relationship, is this the year that you guys heal old wounds and grow from it? Let's see. Ten of Cups, Six of Cups, the World. Beautiful. This year, this year for you, future outlook, you're holding it together. The family life looks good, okay? Things are going to be good. You're going to see some happy endings. We have the World card coming up. Endings, okay? Endings of cycles. This is major, like major stepping stones. This could be graduations. This could be marriages, like big celebrations coming up this year for you and your family. Also, the Six of Cups can be rekindling old flames. This could also be maybe forgiveness with old friendship dynamics. Maybe you will be making amends with an old friend. This could be someone from your past coming back into your future, or into your life, I should say, in the near future. And maybe that's where the whole forgiveness card is popping up. They're beautiful energy for you coming up, but the flexibility card is kind of saying you need to make time for all of this stuff to allow it to happen. You need to give yourself more flexibility to deal with your needs and your desires versus the family stuff or your friends stuff or your work stuff. Okay, have an equal balance of every area of your life so that you're not always giving yourself to others, but you're also doing things for yourself too. Okay, my love? What a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I wish you a beautiful, happy birthday and a beautiful new year. Thank you so much. And if you have questions about your reading, please don't hesitate to send me an email. And I wish you all the best. Anyone who's watching, if you are interested in booking a birthday reading or any kind of reading for yourself, click the link in the description box. Check out the website, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, my loves.